wake up in fear lummox every day of my life, every day of my life. Hello, everybody. Money changed you? What do you mean, Travis? I don't have money. What are you talking about? No COD stream tonight. Kelly's got a 5K tomorrow, and I don't want to really wake her up, so I'm trying to keep it low key. Just talking, no screaming. I try to stay as safe as humanly possible. I'm just overwhelmed right now, like mentally. And it's first world problems that always. It's just straight first world. I'd make a perfect Santa. I mean, my beard's not big enough. I mean, I'm getting fat enough. I always thought I'd make a good like Hakunin, because like generally the whole like Lolcow Queens show is designed around capturing more of the female audience. Because like I don't know if you know, but Lolcow Live has a big 1.6% female viewership. We're a big deal. So so like, are we still looking for a third host for Lolcow Live? We're running with just me and Boogie at this point. Mainly because we are trying to get I don't know I don't remember if we talked about that or not online. So I'm going to avoid that. But we've had future plans to do with the money we were going to pay somebody to come in and be a third host. And Keem is probably going to do one, possibly 2 episodes a week. One pretty much guaranteed, but second jumping in every now and then. And I think that dynamic is working really well. I feel like me and Boogie really hit our stride, and people are coming regardless of Keemstar being there or not. And we're still pulling 5,000 viewers, and I'm really happy to see that. And we're going to use the third spot or the third chair to be more of like a guest host situation. Like if Alex Stein wants to sit in, or Alex Jones, or whatever it might be. Or whoever it might be, and actually take the podcast and have it level up to the next level. Because we're always trying to reinvest like into the podcast itself. We usually put aside a couple $1,000s every month to do things bigger and better, be it paying for travel or plane trips, or like things like the FPS, not the FPS boot camp. Wolfpack Kiwi, I would answer that question. But the first car question is usually a question that's on like most like security questions. And I've already had my PlayStation once stolen from me for like people social engineering, asking me like, hey, what's your birthday? What's your first car? What street you grew up on? Like you'll give these answers out, not putting 1 and 2 together in like streams like this. And that's why I try to avoid those questions. But it was a Honda. Why don't I do something with cars? Well, would you consider myself an artist? No. I mean, honestly, like doing these Lolcow Live Queen tryouts, I've realized that I have more of a skill set than I give myself credit for. Because like I always look at myself as like an underachiever and like a little bit lazy. But like I'm a little too hard on myself at times, because like a lot of the things that was holding me back is anxiety. Like I'm super anxious right now. Like if anybody follows me on Twitter, I'm kind of trying to build a home theater. And I went into like the Lolcow Discord, and I had a TV picked out. It was a 2-year-old pre-owned TV that I was going to buy from a guy here in Myrtle Beach. It was a very expensive TV when it was new. I was excited about it. I was happy about it. but I was nervous about spending the money because I don't like spending. Once something goes over like $700, to me, it's like a huge purchase at that point. It's something like I need to consult the wife with and like do studies on and stuff like that. And Kelly's not very good with that kind of stuff. Like if I go to my wife and I go, hey, what do you think about this? That's fine. If you want to do it, do it. And she's very open to me doing whatever I want to do. And sometimes I feel like I'm making a mistake and she'll never tell me like, oh, that's a mistake. But in my head, I feel like I am. But regardless, the TV used is $1,200. It was $5,500 brand new in 2022, but it's not an OLED, right? It's a what you call a mini LED. It's the 85X95K Sony Bravia XR. And I was going to use that TV to be the catalyst to my theater room, but like I went into the Locale Live last night and asked people's opinion on it. Like I had a guy that was like generally worked in calibration for like major TV companies, and he tried to sell me on the Samsung S90D, which is another $1,000 or $1,100 more than what I'm already paying for the Sony TV. And I'm like, huh. Now do I want to put $2,400 into a TV? And like, it's got me anxious to the point where I'm like, fuck it. Let's just put it on hold and not deal with it. Am I having money problems, Josh? No, not really. You shouldn't be forced not to enjoy the little things that make you feel happy. I try to. But like I said, like my worst enemy is my brain, Josh. And like, I'm always trapped in my head with my brain. And like, I don't know, like as I've gotten older, it's like right now, I have the TV dilemma where I've almost talked myself out of building a home theater, and because like in my head, I'm like, okay, you painted the room needed to be painted anyway, put the flooring in, make it a bedroom, count your losses, put it off to later. Cause like, that's always my answer. Get it just good enough and put it off to later. And like, I'm looking at the thing right now. Like, I'm like, look how fat my face is. And I obviously haven't been sleeping much, because like I've been getting like less than 4 hours of sleep lately. Did I get paid for fighting Boogie? Yeah, I did. I can talk about that. Keem offered us $10,000 each to show up to the fight. There was $1,000 winning bonus. I sold $2,500 worth of ads on my shorts. I sold another $1,000 worth of ads on my shirt. I ended up making, after everything was said and done, right around $14,500 plus a trip to London. I've since then spent $3,000 of that $14,500, and I bought an Impala. So that left me with like $11,500 that I put into a CD with my local bank that has accrued twice now, and I've turned that 11.5 into about 13,000. And if you take the fact that I bought the Impala with the other 3,000, I've turned that 3,000 into probably 15,000 through various like side projects and like hustling things. Like for example, like me and my wife like to do shit like DoorDash and Instacart and things like that. That when we're, instead of like sitting around watching TV, we'll go out there and just like go deliver groceries and whatnot. You know, Walmart Spark. I've never been a person that needed to take pills. Somebody asked me why don't I regularly take pills. Like this is what the trolls hate. This is my Effexor. This is like the SSRI I take, and there's 90 in this bottle, right? And I filled this bottle in May 30th. So June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So I made a 3-month bottle last 7 months. So like that's how bad I am about taking my pills regularly. No, I haven't tried Path of Exile 2 yet. The issue with Rainbow Six streams is I don't really get anybody to play with. I look at Boogie as like a surviving amoeba. Like he will do what it takes to stay relevant and keep putting money in his bank, which is admirable, right? I haven't been keeping up with DSP a lot, Choo Choo. I'm probably gonna go lay down, boys. Looks like this stream's getting deleted.